Welcome into Squad Ops One Life events. Tonight we've got Operation Wicked Bridges. Wicked Bridges. There's 3 Wicked Bridges that are going to be in this operation. I am Bcarr with Barton on the production, running our multicams, running all our fancy graphics, doing things I can't do. Anywho, Wicked Bridges. This is going to be a doozy. Yep, today we had a stoplight operation, and I had to explain like 2 other things that never happened because everyone did the same mission. This time, I definitely foresee things getting mixed up. Before we go over the operation in detail, we're going to go over who's on what team, in command, and squad leads. We got Dorf starting on British as command, with Storm, Sughart, Revy, and Jive Gorilla as squad leads. And they'll be in blue. For INS, or Insurgents, Karma Cut. That guy, he's in charge of Insurgents, with HML, Creeping, Evan SMA, and Xbit as his squad leads. Players are joining the server. Everything's getting organized right now. And we are going to go live very shortly. We'll get you more information when that happens. Now, bridges like this exist everywhere on Camdish. There's 3 particular ones that the British are holding. This bridge has a nice radio on it, which means it's the bridge that the British forces are holding for this operation. And you take a look at the map, you can see a little bit of an odds and ends of what options exist for British forces depending on which bridge they're choosing, and also where INS is starting from. The long and the short of it is the bridges are being held by engineers for British, and the INS forces, they're training in the area, and they found out about this bridge and they want to take it. The British forces are completely unaware of the INS presence. They don't get any tips on, where one is starting from or where they're coming from. All they know is that this valley should be clear, but it's not. There's going to be a delay potentially on information reaching the main British force for them to come and reinforce this bridge. We're looking at Bridge B on the map at Delta 65, and they have an entire squad here of engineers that are going to be able to reinforce this bridge, make sure no one can cross it. The INS are going to try to wreck it. Depending on which bridge the British pick, there's more resources for them to either react with or fortify with. Each bridge starts with a logi. However, some bridges have more supplies dedicated to them than others. Bridge B, for instance, has 3 logis and 1 transport truck that the British can use. The transport truck is going to be key because it's a little bit further away from Maine than, say, Bridge C, but it's not as far as Bridge A. You can see on the map that Bridge A has allotted 4 logis and 2 transports because it's the furthest away. However, since they're choosing Bridge B, they have a little bit of time. They have a reaction time that they're going to have to watch out for. As my dogs go barking. On average, depending on average for Bridge B, there'll be a 5-minute reaction time. So that means from live, the British forces have to wait 5 minutes before they can move out to react to Bridge B. However, if contact happens at Bridge B, British forces move out immediately. And that call comes down to the engineer SL. Without the engineer SL, without the engineer SL calling for reinforcements, the reinforcements have to wait for that delay. I hear tell that we're going to have a brief. So we're going to pop over to British Main and see if we can listen in on their reaction plan, their basic plan to how to deal with aggression on Bridge B.
Why you have a flag on the...
Hey, please remove your weapon from your hands. Get out your shovel. Guessing man. There you go. How dare you sweep me with that muzzle?
Alright, we look like we're gonna be good now. Numbers. Ravi, you can unlock your squad once, there we go, you can unlock squad now. Should be good. Get everyone here on me, or not already. Alright. Everyone here? Everyone good? Oi!
Wait, Saki.
Oi!
There's one
Like,
more coming, Funk.
That's fine, he'll wait. I'm not gonna do this in a British accent, because that would be pretty awful. Wait, so we have to build a bridge, or secure a bridge. Squad 1 is out there building it now, and it should be ready for us when we get there. They're gonna be defending it. Apparently a lot of insurgents in the area that don't like us, so we gotta go to Squad 1's aid. To do so, we have to wait 5 minutes. I know it sounds weird, but we have to wait 5 minutes off of live before we can go help them. So, in order to do that, Squad 1 will sit on the bridge. Once they take contact, we come immediately. Otherwise, while we wait here, Squad 2, Revy Squad, will be in charge of the 2 Logi trucks here at Main. And once we start going, the AR marks will be Sugarheart Squad. The marks I'm putting down now, these mortar marks, will be Jive Squad, Jive Girl Squad. They will be, you guys will be moving up to the ridge in like Echo 6 area. And Revy will be following along the road with his 2 Logis and all his dismounts in local security. Expect enemy contact at pretty much any time, any place. They could happen, it literally can happen anywhere, anytime. So, just keep your head on the level, do 360. If you see something, do something. Or you'd rather halt the convoy than risk losing a Logi truck for half the squad. Vehicle drivers, just get to the ridge. You might have to gun it there at some point. Be careful, the terrain sucks for vehicles, so stick to the roads as best you can. Once you get in the Logi, you cannot, you'll dump supplies, but you can't really move it around after that, so just leave the Logis alone, unless someone tells you to go in them. Bottom line is, you have to defend the bridge, have to defend the fob. So, if all your SLs are dead or FTLs are dead, rally point is the bridge, or at least having eyes on the bridge. Chain of command will be me, then Sugarheart, then Stormfront, then Jive Gorilla, then Revy. Are there any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Could the enemy technically just attack us before they attack the bridge?
Yes! That is very possible.
So they could just attack this base and then go for the bridge.
And that's why we are all going to go on immediate perimeter security as soon as life starts. Alright, new question.
Yeah. I'm a Logi driver. Do you just want straight resources or ammo as well?
Just 1 and 1. 1 and 1.
Got it.
Half and
Uh,
half.
Does the enemy know the location of the bridge from start?
They know there's a bridge that's being built, they just don't know where it is, so they're gonna go look for it.
How do they destroy the bridge?
Digging down the fob is how you destroy the bridge.
All right.
Copy.
That's the British plan. A couple of routes they're going to take out of Maine here to get over to Bridge B. Let's take a look at the larger disposition of forces. Insurgents Maine? No. There are enemy forces starting in Bravo 3-7. That looks like Charlie 3-7 is where they're supposed to start. Oh, that's a lot of people there, actually. Let's see how many are over here. They do have a couple of dish Kentuckys at their main, which is Hotel 3-3, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. So I believe they have 3 squads here. Looks about right. I believe they have 3 squads here. Let's see if we can fly over, take a look. This is Camdish, by the way, if you don't know what this is. It's a map with some tall trees and some hills and some rocks everywhere. Lots of hills. And some streams going through. Along with some random paths. The reason I have to fly over here is because... Oh, we got a lifetime. They got about a minute and a half to go. So 3 squads starting pretty close to the objectives. Hotel 3-3 doesn't appear to be occupied. I'm going to fly over and check if Golf 8-7 is occupied. These are the 3 start points for insurgent infantry in this map. And I'm guessing that there's no infantry in Golf 8-7. So they're going to get mechanized, or they're going to get motorized support from Maine on the word go. And 3 squads are going to come down from the northwest and try to figure out which bridge they're at. I'm assuming each squad has their own bridge to scout out first. Oh. Is this a mine? Is there a mine right here? There's a skull and crossbow, yellow skull and crossbow as we go live here. Yep, there is a mine. So the engineers are planting mines in random places. You can see that one's dug down. Here's Lex Ryan, an engineer, adding barbed wire to a tree. This is kind of cool. He's placing barbed wire in bushes that he thinks INS could be using as cover to add fire to the area. And there's a bunch of barbed wire already placed down. This is pretty smart. I like it. let's see how they're doing on the other side. There's a sandbag bunker area, or a reinforced area rather. You see Lima being in charge here. He's the FTL for this particular group.
Apparently we can move now, so let's fucking get going.
We can move now.
That's what I was just told. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, what happened? Why are we moving?
Because we only got 2 lodges. I forgot about that.
Apparently, the British forces are
Well, whatever. Cost us a minute.
able to move immediately.
Just make move it now.
You just want me rolling out?
Yep, just roll out.
Let's take a look on where the INS are. They've only moved about 300 meters from the word go. And British forces are now moving. 2 Logi technicals. Or, sorry, Logis.
And with those vehicles.
Not Logi technicals, Logi trucks.
Hey, Holmes.
Copy. I want to take that shortcut in Delta 7.
And looks like first to arrive could be a
It's
Dishkateki.
possible, but it might be dangerous.
There's a Dishkateki up north in Gulf 4 that's dismounted infantry. They're looking for activity on the bridge. And there's a second Dishkateki that's coming into view right here.
So you can probably move your vehicles faster. Just cut across it quickly now, since I don't think they'd be able to get here right away.
They're rolling with a purpose. They might be going to Bridge C, or they could be looking for.
Hold. Getting new information, conflicting previous information. We have to stand by.
British forces are standing by. So British forces have to wait until their 5-minute timer goes. This Dishkateki had a fire team in it. Dropped the fire team off. Ooh, it's a hunter seeker team. This is UJ Key and Little Joe, and they're deployed. We're at Delta 7-3 up the road, and realistically, they could be rolling straight into where the Logis might be going. Although I imagine the Logis for British, they're going to be staying off road as much as they can.
No, we're all holding. We'll go in 1 minute.
And they've got a Vindication there for fire support, it looks like. And the Techie is staying around, possibly to transport them. Mr. Moneyman in the gun.
So are we allowed to hold here, or are we supposed to go back?
These guys look like they're having fun. Let's go check in with the INS forces northwest. Within about 200 meters now, command moving with Squad 2 for INS.
So we're good to go this time.
Yes,
28.
this will be at 28. Go, don't stop.
All right, and the British forces now getting word that they're, per the operation, British forces
All right, go.
now able to move out.
On the way.
Getting intelligence that insurgents are active in the area,
Taking scene.
and they're
We heard a possible ND to our west.
ooh.
Oh, like
Actually, that was kind of funny. Me and Dorf went ooh at the same time. What that report was, Storm reporting they heard a negligent discharge from INS. And that could be giving INS's position away here.
Say again, did you hear an ND to the northwest?
Should be to my west northwest. Possible.
Copy.
Do you want
Who's the squad leader pushing by himself? Creeping. Leading from the front. Now has eyes. He's looking. He's scanning around. No doubt he sees these sandbags and the razor wire, and he's telling his team, they're here, my dudes.
When you get up there, just maintain eyes up in that general area for a while. And then once we know more, we'll bring you in closer to the fog. The
I'm
bridge.
thinking I might try to grab the high ground if they're not in. Just make sure we have
That's exactly what I want
It's
you to
actually
do.
on the same line as Lima Bean's fire team here for British. He might actually stray into their line of fire, or their field of fire rather. It's just on the other side of this hill. And he'll see the barbed wire first, as the rest of Creeping Squad join him on this hill.
I got eyes on enemy attack to my north.
Stay firm.
There's a technical in the river
Um,
that Storm sees.
about 300 meters to my north, around the area Delta 595. Is this alright with you, man? I'm gonna put some mortars that way.
Oh, Storm gonna throw some mortars at him. He called out 300 meters. It's a little long. Squad 2 for INS is basically surrounded Lima Bean's position. And it's a matter of time before we hear some contact here. Meanwhile, there is a British squad that has joined Lima Bean's side of the hill, the east side, the west side of the hill. They have an elevated position here, and we can actually see some contact on the other side. Atomic Peach's fire team is sort of moving in the open. Yeah, look at this. INS are hiding, and they see Lima Bean's open.
Yeah, Delta 5-4 area. By the bridge, by the road.
Roger.
And here we go, getting shot in the back. Silas goes down. The medic goes down. Kadere, Peach, and Yosef now turning around.
Engaging contact down to the west.
Looks like one INS went down there. Sugar now realizing they're hit in the back. The Bartok warrior trying to add some fire there. Now he's turned around as Squad 2, Creeping Squad, have started poking. Oh, KIA.
Can you fall in a safe manner?
Lima Bean Squad not being allowed to move out.
One enemy squad ahead of us.
Do we have accurate coordinates?
I think this is the marksman kit.
on that contact?
Give him grids, Shug.
Or it's just the G3. The discotheque now opening up. I think it got shot at. The discotheque now moving back. Uh-oh. Something hit a mine. Oh. It's a British Logi. A British Logi either got popped or it hit a mine. Oof. The second Logi about to pop. Hopefully they dump some supplies first. Or it looks like it already has popped, actually.
Good mortars. And technical movement is at 340.
Let's go check out this. Dishka position.
How you doing over there?
It's getting
Dishka retreating. Okay. INS throwing
Do you want to send 2 across
more of its troops to surround Shukart's position. Shukart's squad
7-5.
down to 5 here. Or down to 4 here. I think Shukart's dead.
Delta 5.
Yep, Shukart's dead. You can see him right here. This is his backpack. Yep. Ooh, in an elevated position of their own. Sphinx and Terrapin Dude, along with Evan, squad leader, has elevated position. Yosef getting shot at here by Sphinx.
My team is taking fire from the northwest of the 561.
And he goes down. Oh wait, no, he's still here.
Alright, squad 3's down the floor.
INS storming the hill.
southeast? Southeast.
Alright, do we have directions on those mortars?
The Alpha Guido gets 2 for him. More INS forces crawling up the hill here. It's down to Yosef and Imanaz. And Imanaz gets gunned down by TYTY. Yosef, hanging out here by himself, is surrounded.
No corrections.
TYTY coming up and over.
Any contacts in there?
Hits Yosef, but Yosef able to come back, and then the PPSH of cardboard
4, how's that contact sound?
cuts down Yosef. Sugar's squad is down, completely down. They got encircled and crisscrossed every which way, and INS were able to put enough they were able to change their direction of attack so many times to keep that platoon on their keep that squad on their toes. The Lat Hit squad,
Enemy contacts are Delta 799.
as well as
Put a couple rounds down there. Mortars.
someone else.
Contact coming from our west, I believe. Where squad 3 was.
Delta 799.
Ooh, the Dishka. They left the Dishka and they're running back to it.
Affirm.
Oh, the Dishka's actually manned. I think this is Mr. Moneyman. Yeah, Mr. Moneyman. So Little Joe and Vindication rolling back to the Dishka. And they've got the British force completely pinned on their side of the hill. How these guys are going to be able to maneuver here is an interesting question. They're going to go back. They're rolling all the way back. I think they want to take a completely different direction of attack. They're probably going to come around the east and go up to the north. More mortars from Storm.
Alright, mortars are incoming. On Delta 5 cars.
As an INS squad rolls down the hill to the direct west and going south. And where the INS had been and retreated from, mortars now coming down.
Copy that. You need some more? Negative. It's quiet up here now.
So the Dishka's retreated.
We need more mortars. Anyone?
I think they're reorganizing.
And Dorf realizing INS is reconsolidating.
Just take a position.
They're going to have a pincer attack here. One squad moving north, actually skylining here, and if they were looking, they'd see them.
Engage if can.
Revy's looking in this direction, but well, he was kind of sort of looking in this direction, and INS squad is able to completely circle around now. Two antennas over here leads me to believe that this is probably Karma Cut. Yep, it's Karma and Xbit. And Karma's gonna get him a position with some elevation on it.
Alright, we got contact in Delta 617 moving towards the river.
A little recap on kills. We're looking at 11 kills for British, 11 kills for an INS. INS indicated as more deaths, but that could be in any number of things. So we don't know exactly what yet. But British are super spread out here.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to hit us from the west, southwest.
So without optics, it's going to be difficult for many British to get an eye on. The one thing you gotta bank on for British is everyone's got bipods, so the stability of that fire is going to be insane.
I see contact northeast.
Uh-oh.
Northeast of you.
They just called out Karma.
We got contacts northeast as well.
They're in the rocks.
Yep,
northeast.
they just called out. They called out Karma, and soon they're going to have audio on this other this additional techie that went all the way around to rejoin them.
They're roughly Echo 534.
We got contacts to my northeast.
Where at,
on
on the rocks or behind that building?
695.
It's my
I see a runner running there.
way up high.
You can go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna reposition a little.
British trying to reorient here. This AR gunner is trying to find a better position to engage up a hill. On these rocks, you won't have any good place to put his bipod.
Ford, can you cover our southwest a little better?
This may be better, but
Yeah.
you see Xbit and Karma up there. Binos out.
Got a few mortars to their last known location.
Southwest, man. Southwest.
Got me.
I'm gonna go down. Hold on, I'm hit pretty bad.
Uh-oh, Dorf got hit.
How far, Dor? Do you have a position for me?
Stand by. They were in the rocks at Echo 534 roughly.
This is British command.
538.
Here comes some mortars. Mortars to the southwest.
So to our north?
Yeah,
Not really effective.
I saw their banner.
British now attempting to try to put some fire. Fidelis gets hit. Able to bandage. Looks like one KIA over there for INS.
Roger, Ford.
Good shit, man.
Xbit dodging bullets.
We get on the
Put suppression on for you.
position like 60.
Revy, they're coming in.
And the INS forces back off to their side of the hill and try to skirt around to the east.
In the trees now.
Yeah, they're gonna hit the rocks on the east now with mortars.
We know how those are.
Let's take a look at a reset of the positions here. INS have reset themselves to the east and to the south. 2+ squads south, along with the Dishkateki, and they have a squad east, or sort of northeast, with their own techie, I think.
Echo 536. 536 and fuck left.
A lot more fire going on in the south. Jive's squad here for British trying to hold the elevation they have. And there's a lot of wide open space here that these guys are going to have to cross. This is going to be rougher than I think insurgents are banking on. Ooh. Creeping has to bandage. Gets dinged at by the forces on the hill. Jive and his squad. As Karma and Xbit run pretty close up to them. Karma leading the way. Oh, they don't... Jive's squad is here. And Karma and Xbit don't even know. Heartbreaker's turned around. He might have a good shot. I think Karma sees him. Karma sees Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker trying to get out of there. Karma adding more fire to the guys behind him. Heartbreaker finds a little respite behind the log. And now the rest of the platoon here. Oh, grenade comes out. Oh, Crispy goes down. Zaki saved by a rock. That's their medic gone too. So Heartbreaker is stuck here. And Karma... Yep, I think Karma's just waiting for him to... Or that's Xbit actually. Was looking in this direction, then turned away. I guess the tree is still... Grenade goes off near Heartbreaker, but doesn't cause any damage. Karma goes down. Heartbreaker's patience paying off. Zaki 90 goes down. It's a matter of time before Heartbreaker gets run up on. Xbit trying to avenge Karma here, runs up on Heartbreaker. Along with this is Bot Rich here too. Xbit moving past. Nope. Xbit might have. He's looking for him, but he doesn't see him. And the Southern INS element has now regrouped with this northern push, with this eastern push. Heartbreaker is all alone by himself. All alone by himself. I gotta pick one. Bot Rich goes down, and all the INS turn towards Heartbreaker's location. Mortars go off. May have gotten one kill there. British still holding their perimeter fairly well. There's a buddy team down here in the river. It's amazing they actually got pushed up. They're able to push up this far. There's so many trees in the way, plus the sandbags that they built up on the hill. They're able to actually get this far. This is a squad lead. This is HML and Desmond. HML trying to call out positions. And the British forces up on the hill here have the best firing back position on British side right now.
Is that from the southeast?
That is from the southeast, yes.
As INS are now taking the hill. Yeah, these guys are getting pinged.
Yep, he's taking fire. Yeah, get farther into the ditch. I wouldn't go.
HML and Desmond here on the same level. They're looking for the remainder of Lima Bean's fire team. Liberal Pundit is sort of still looking behind, but if HML opened his eyes, you'd probably see him. He's it's something he would look at, and I bet you he sees him now. Yep. He's just called over. Yep. Liberal's gonna die here very shortly. As soon as Desmond sees him. Desmond sees him. And he's just lining up the shot right now. Liberal's just looking in one direction. You know, he needs to crouch. He risks getting spotted by the guys below. Okay, you have to see him now. You have to see him now. Desmond is just walking his way to getting shot in the face. Liberal known to snap onto some heads. Who's just crawling up? This is Holmes 430. Is crawling a little bit of a way, but has a great chance to turn right around. HML opens up, and it looks like Desmond's trying to shoot at Holmes. Nope. Liberal Pundit goes down. HML able to get Lima Bean's attention and 6/8's attention. Holmes 430 still up. INS getting dangerously close to the bridge. So close to the bridge. Oh, Dorf gets capped. INS in the open. This barbed wire is now coming into great help here, but the barbed wire can't stop bullets that are being shot around it. Storm adds the grenade. Uh-oh, it bounces back down. Not effective. Let's see, RPG 40. And we are airborne in a pretty nice position here. They're able to hop on the other side of it. Airborne gets hit. But another squad lead goes down for INS. INS's push here is very costly. We had an update on kills. 26 kills for British, 24 kills for INS. It's coming down to the wire. More mortars. Whoa! That'll do it. Danger close mortar every time. Now they're just adding in a little bit more effect here. INS forces very, very slow to push through. Fun guy coming up on, who's this? This is Juzo. Fun guy pushing all the way up here to the sandbags. There's a little bit of some ground between them. That gives Juzo a little bit of a bit to maneuver, but I guarantee you him making all that noise while prone is giving Fun guy some ideas. Storm, I think, is in charge now. Juzo, able to get through the barbed wire here. And if he's not careful, he's going to get himself echo-located. I think Fun Guy's taking a shot at HML. Drops Desmond. I think he's also shooting HML down there in the river. Juzo actually able to get through. Drops Storm. And then crawls back out before anyone has a chance to react. More command comms down for British. Lima being now in charge from the opposite bank, and Juzo's climbing up on Fun Guy, but Fun Guy immediately goes prone, hears him. Oh, he's crawling. I don't think he sees the barrel. Juzo, if he moves up a little bit more. Oh, a grenade. Overthrown. RPG 40, sporadic fire here. I think we're down to Juzo and these two guys over here. Little Joe and Dick's Fault 4. Interesting name.
Do you guys have any like pretty accurate positions on where these are right now? Because we're dipping around the back right now and we're not seeing any.
Oh yeah, there's some on D6 and some in the northeast.
They're closing in on
Copy.
Little Joe and his buddies position. Lish, I think they see him. Yep, Lish takes a shot, drops one of them. Oh, they move on.
Right, there was a DL went off.
Dick's Folk is still up. They're searching for him. Oh, we're not out completely out yet. HML is still alive. He's getting covered by Fun Guy. Or no, that's RPG randomly shooting again. RPG sees Ms. Oh, he goes down.
Yeah, copy. We are. We've just got
So now we're down to HML and Dick's Fault 4. And Lish and his buddy Retro have snuck right around him. Wow. HML, the serious push by himself here. He wants to push where he thinks the mortar's coming from. And now here's another, is that a frag? That's a frag, a little short. Wishful thinking to try to get that other bunker over there, but no one across the river is looking for him. Maybe Lima Bean might be able to get him. But he's moving straight for RPG. And Lish and Retro. A nice clean line of fire here.
Yeah, just keep your eyes out. You're doing the technical to
Oh, the technical up north is still manned. The technical up north is still manned. Partisan and Lawn Darts. Lawn Darts the master. Bringing the technical down to the riverside. They're not taking any chances until they can get some better shots. They're staying in the cab. You know what? If they were smart, they would just park the Dishka where they could see the radio and just destroy it. They're getting popped by Lex Ryan, and now the entire other side. Looks like we might have had a casualty here. They both put themselves on the bridge. What a bunch of heroes. Oh, they're just gonna dig the radio. Nope, they're both dead. Wow. That was hopeful. They should have just, because the Dishka can take out the radio at range. They should have parked it as far away as they could and just opened up on it. Oh, and Lish. I think Lish took out, yep. Lish took out the last insurgent, and that's GG. British win round 1. That's a win for Dorf. Yeah. Woo! Took a bit. That's round 1. We'll be right back with round 2. after we take a little break, switch some sides. We'll be back for more right here on twitch.tv/squadops.
All right, gents, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to SOTT Basic. I'm your instructor today. It's Hammering Hutch. You guys can simply just call me Hutch. When we're suppressing an enemy target, the whole intent of that is to keep their heads down so an adjacent unit can maneuver onto them. All right, and during this process, we have a thing that happens automatically and organically within each, either whether it be buddy team or fire team, is there's no lull in the gunfire, thus talking guns. Open fire. Contact front. Alpha, bound. He sees me. I'm down. Bravo, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Alright, Bravo set. Alpha up. He sees me. I'm down. You're now in what is known as a file. You're now in what is known as a staggered column, and usually used when moving from one location to another where contact is imminent. Those are your basic formations that we utilize in squad ops. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course was created to ensure Squad Ops participants share the same knowledge and understanding of the use and applications of mission-specific weapons and the basic tactics involved in their deployment. The Automatic Rifleman. The Automatic Rifleman is the foundation of a fire team and/or squad. The job of the Automatic Rifleman is to deliver a high volume of prolonged, effective suppressing fire on enemy positions to allow the maneuver of friendly units during offensive operations and the repelling of enemy attacks in defensive operations. The Grenadier, a key member of the fire team and squad. The Grenadier is first and foremost a rifleman who is capable of delivering accurate fire of both high explosive and smoke rounds on point and area targets at varying distances. One of the other added benefits of the Grenadier is to engage dead space, which is essentially an area that cannot be hit by direct fires. The light anti-tank gunner. Soldiers carrying light anti-tank weapons are, just as Grenadiers, riflemen first. They are the ideal infantry-based counter to both lightly armored and thin-skinned vehicles. At short, medium, and far distances, the rockets fired are a viable weapon against groups of infantry as well. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course, although not a requirement, is highly encouraged for Squad Ops participants to join to expand their knowledge of how to utilize the tools that are given to us within Squad.
Block ahead. Shrek and Matt, we're going to clear it.
Welcome back to Squad Ops One Life Events. We've got Operation Wicked Bridges on deck. This is round 2, so Karma's in command of British, and he's actually already started a platoon brief. Let's see if we can listen in here at the end of it.
In contact. Defend the bridge at all costs. Don't let them take down the fob on the bridge, and that's pretty much it. Squad leaders get ready to break them out with set for live. Are there any questions?
Just one. So the fob can be taken down by a shovel, but can it also be blown up?
It can be IED'd, A-firm.
Do they get IDs though?
They have 2 IEDs.
Do we just have to see them, or do we have to be shot at before we respond over there?
They have to, either the engineering squad gets shot at or shoots them.
Gotcha.
Do most of the militia forces spawn in the top left corner?
They can spawn up there or in the other marks on the operation dock.
Question.
Okay.
Can we sandbag the bridge?
All right, so we cut the little bit of it end of it there. But the gist of it is largely the same as round 1. But before we get into that, we're going to go over what the operation is. We have our little map here. British have chosen to defend Bridge A. So that's the westernmost bridge. It's the closest bridge to British Main. So for that bridge, Bridge C, not Bridge A. I misspoke there. I apologize. Bridge C, they get 2 lodges. So that's, you know, a bunch of supplies. And of course, you can see as the last round, they get mortars. Let's see what else, if they get anything else specific. Yeah, they can. Woo! This fob can be ridiculous. If they really wanted to, they could build HMGs, mortars, and tows. However, 2 lodges is not really a lot for a tow. The tow's going to be pretty wasted on this map anyway, because the INS don't have armored vehicles.
The techie gets that logi, we're gonna sacrifice 4 people.
The
That's my concern.
HMGs could be good, but the mortars are probably the best thing for British to invest in here. The British have Bridge C pretty fortified here. They're putting all sorts of barbed wire to block it off from access because they own the bridge and you have to pay their toll. And just because you think the water's ankle deep right beside of it doesn't mean you can just waltz past, you know, without a care in the world. The British own this bridge and they mean to never let any insurgent pass it. So the INS have several starting points. Let's see on the map where we can see any of them. We're going to do a little flyover so we can try to see if we can get a sense of where INS are coming from. And I see 1, 2, 3, maybe 2 squads in the command up north and Charlie 3. And then I believe we have 2 squads down in Gulf 8, if I'm reading the map correctly.
What do you want points for the logi?
Exped, what do you want?
So the British are going to have to wait to, I believe they're going to have to wait to actually react. Just like in round 1, there's a reaction time. The British will have to wait 10 minutes before they could respond to any contact after live. They can respond immediately at contact, as we get a live time here of about 45 seconds. They can move out after any contact, otherwise they got to wait 10 minutes before they can move out. And the British forces have set up barbed wire and some chaos on command comms, and they've set up a very, very high up position to watch the bridge. They're just going to put some sandbags up and have anything with bipods looking at the bridge and the other areas. Oh, they have an HMG deployed. Ooh. Let's take a look and see where this HMG can engage. You know what? This would be an ideal... You know, that hill would be an ideal place for a technical. If not there, then up the river. But up the river, they're not going to get a shot on the radio. Like I said, I would have just, you know, I would destroy the technical from as far, or I would destroy the radios from as far a range as possible with my technicals. And make the British, sort of panic.
I mean, there's a lot of trees in the way, but yeah.
I just wanted to watch the bridge so that they come up, or the hill that's right across to the north there.
Expert just wants this guy to watch the bridge in the hill. Yeah, just scan up and down and change ranges in your head from, you know, all the time. Yeah, that'll work. I'm sure he's capable. There's a fire team for the engineer company that's moved across into this village. Fire team's led by Bag of Joe.
Unless you want to do it the other way around.
I really don't know. It's all going in one building.
They're going to go all in one building.
I don't know.
These are never mind.
No, he thinks that's a bad idea immediately after he thinks about it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Looks like he's...
We're going in groups of 2. So 2 in this building, 2 in that building.
Bacon is now the fire team leader.
There we go. No door.
You're free to open up whenever you see me so we can get everyone out there.
This building's fucked up.
And British forces at the bridge now getting specific commands to shoot on sight.
Mainly focusing on north and west until they get pushed up on our south, then you can shift on that rock wall that's facing southeast.
We're going to fall back to the radio here. check out the sight lines from the radio. It's quite a ways, probably about 300 meters. I don't even know what direction this is. Northeast. It's quite a bit less up to the north. And Carmen now realizing a bunch of toys to play with, but no resources with which to supply them. You know, if we just had an operation that was like, you have 12,000 supply to do with whatever you want with, and you have 20 minutes to build, and you must withstand all attack for 60 minutes with the respawning enemy, he would be down for that operation. He would be down in more ways than one. He would probably stream it too. Or he would restream this channel. And we get to say hello to all of his viewers. Alas, it isn't. Let's take a look at our map here, see where everyone's at. Ooh. No technicals that I can see. 4 squads, 1 squad moving straight towards the forward deployed engineer fire team led by Bag of Joe, along with the command element. That's Dorf. And then there's 2 squads checking Bridge B, and 1 other squad running in circles on the high ground. I don't know. I think 360 security is being overemphasized for that squad. Squad 3 for INS now closed within 300 meters of Bag of Joe's location, and Squad 1 for INS now within 300 meters, or almost 300 meters, within about 400 meters of the radio bridge on Bridge Charlie. I kind of want to fly over to British Main and like go up to Karma and ask him annoying questions. Or actually just interview anyone on the ground. I don't know. I think I would get yelled at. So we're not going to do that. As a Pantalones thinks Brit's going to lose the bridge before they push out of Maine. They're going to have a hard time. Just based on this position right now and where British are looking, which they're not looking anywhere near any INS person. Actually, the INS Squad 1 has stopped pushing. INS Squad 3 has a fire team following the command. They've split up that element, and they're pushing really close on Bag of Joe's location. So close that they should be able to be seen. And oh, they're skylining too, and no one is paying attention. Bot Rich is putting barbed wire on the ground for some reason. Dark Milkshake is looking at the floor. Bacon Batman is putting sandbags inside buildings.
I looked out the window. Don't do it.
Expert sees this contact before. Oh man, here we go. I think Lanny's going to try to put some shots down on these guys. And that allows British forces to roll out. Oh, almost. Oh, I bet you he can shoot.
If anything, just stack up with creeping in that building until you can push those guys back and then take the hill. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can try flying around too. We'll see.
These guys are not pulling security. Matter of fact, the insurgents. Oh, shots being fired now. Bag of Joe and the engineers are now engaging. And the British platoon are moving out.
Just see if these gotta return fire. Come on, guys.
I'm literally sitting in the window hoping they'll shoot.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what was that? Was that an ND?
No, we're shooting at them. They're not firing back.
Oh, we need to receive contact? I thought we could shoot.
Getting some rules from our event admins.
We can't leave until we're shot at, even if we're shooting at them.
That seems silly.
I'm gonna put my bipod down in the window.
I believe.
I want to be like easiest target in the world.
Bag of Joe wants to be shot so his team can come and rescue him. That logic.
It's for the team, dude.
What does this even do for us? Oh, this is established contact.
I guess wait, no, it says contact is defined as
Either
keep firing at each
our
other.
team has to wait like 15 minutes, or once I hit contact, it can come.
Let's go.
Or once we're in.
All right, the British rolling out again.
50 or 50?
Yeah, Karma's playing the rules. You know, it's what it is. The rules are written like that, and the rules were exactly written like that. Just a little confusion in the back end. It's nothing that's not happened before.
The less time they're on top of us.
And in the grand scheme of things, all it's done is let INS completely encircle the bridge. INS, look at this map again. INS have a squad and a half directly north of the bridge, and one squad screening east of the bridge. They don't even know, man.
Contact that was in P69 is moving west.
Alright, let's like go west.
Alright, 1-3, you're gonna run into contact.
And some fire teams got transported up with the lodges.
Looks like a no push. Get that mortar down as soon as you can.
Alright, we're gonna get out here. You bring it up further now. Ow.
He fell and he can't get up. Hey! What was that? Is that really an IED that... No. Oh, the Raiders have satchel charges.
HMVs firing at contact in Charlie 6-5.
Lanny about ready to open up on some people here, I think.
Squad 3, my team's telling me that they're flanking map edge west.
There's the mortar. Copy 3, you're gonna run right into
Bag of Joe giving us some good information here. There's a squad still moving west towards the map edge. And Karma already has a squad going up the map edge.
Over here. Mortar's already up.
And British have mortars now.
Free, I have a fire team in the city looking west side. If you want them to come out and flank.
Ooh, more reinforcements here for the engineer squad. It's, I think this is squad 3. Hold on. I hear some shits, some shots, more shots. I think there's just long range. They're long range pelting the fire base here. Oof. That guy went down so fast.
Spread out.
You take shots? Oh, shoot. Yeah. I've got 2 guys dead.
Okay.
Medic!
Hey, get up here. Yeah, I'm on one.
Medic!
I think Carmichael just got hit. Oh, the medic! What a run! The insurgent forces are wrapped all around here. Oh, and here comes an assault. Fire team plus. And mortars coming out. Oh, Exped's sort of stuck in the open. He got out of the way just in time. That INS squad coming up and over would have been devastating. I don't know why I said that, aside from caffeine. So the mortars are launching up north. There's a bunch of British support off base, but it's for good reason, because Squad 3 is in a file. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Evan engages a squad as they're on the move. Cardboard cut out. Oh, yeah, look at these guys. They're in the open. Oh, man. Multiples trying to bandage here, and their SL is dead. The rear of the formation starting to open up on the British forces here. And looks like one British guy is dead. But Evan is still up. Chicago Ted putting some pretty effective fire on. These guys are in a little scrap here, but they're doing fine. Let's go back towards the objective. So Evan's still got about a fire team plus with them. That, I thought it was going to favor the British more than it did. INS forces have now surrounded the fire base. And the bridge is still up, I think. Yep. That HMG is not really being useful. Vindication adding mortars. A little off. Karma's dead. Yeah, he must have got pinged. I don't think he left the area. This is not good for British. Look at this position, man. Silent is sort of trying to survive here, but it's like 2 squads worth. Lawn darts actually got out of the compound. Somehow. I think someone sees Silent. They're just trying to shoot at him.
Fire team, maybe a squad.
No, you're good. Actually, back at your command.
Just tight. Don't try and do any crazy maneuvers or anything.
Keep heading down for command.
Just make sure you don't get flanked around. If you try and flank, they should run into us and down.
Lawn darts, the master, sneaks up. I think he just got, yeah, he just got grenaded. The launchies are still up, so that's plenty of supplies for British. Mortar's still going to work up north. Let's check up north here. The village is still being held by British. And Evans' squad is able to push off the INS forces here. This is Atomic Peach and Amenos and your boy Chris. I believe INS's command is still up. Yeah, Dorf is still here on the northwestern hill. Mortars are getting closer to him though. And they're engaging Evan. Oh no, they're engaging something. No, they're engaging Evan all the way out there. This is quite a shot. Evan and most of his fire team has moved out. Ted is sort of hit the deck. This is some desperation shooting here. Dork gets his binocs back out to try to locate. And now they're just shooting at nothing. Evan's squad is now sweeping way north. PPSH trying to shoot out that far. That's kind of rough. Evan calls him out. This is Fidelis. And now he's turned his eyes back towards the engineer-held village. Forcing INS to pull back here. Let's go back and take a look and see how the assault on the base is going. And British have pulled off half of their base. They've given up the mortar. No, they haven't given up the mortar yet. This is brutal. The British have given up. And the assault from INS has paid off. Fun guy hurt pretty badly, and Liberal Pundit's going to heal him, I think. HML is in charge of 4. And,
Was it a tech or...
Holmes gets one. There's Laney down. More INS is joining in. Bag of Joe has to bandage. INS continuing to push. They're going to swing more east. They're swinging around the south side of this hill. HML, nothing to do, but he's got his binocs up. Really? He's going to get shot in the face here by a fun guy. Or maybe not. The bridge is still up for British, but it doesn't look good. Here comes some grenades. One grenade not close enough, but HML has to move out to bandage. Or no, he doesn't have to move out to bandage. Another grenade. Oh man, the British defense is falling apart.
Bag, go direct west. Past hold on, I'm taking shots. Reloading. Roger
UJ
that.
key reloaded here. I think there's someone threw a grenade.
Okay, I gotta go for the mortar now. I'm gonna quickly heal.
Yep, there is a grenade.
Nope.
Guessing man. Able to disrupt someone and a grenade kills. Next guy over. UJ key tags guessing man. What is happening here? Heartbreaker randomly shooting.
I'm taking accurate fire from the north, but they're mostly pushing east.
HML and Mr. Moneyman still on the south side of the hill, but UJ Key is the last British soldier on the fire base. And he's hiding behind sandbags. Can he get one? Nope. He had a chance to get Lima Bean. And now the sandbags are gone.
I'm still up.
Now the sandbags are gone, maybe you think he's got a chance. They're pretty close here. Lima Bean. He's shooting too fast, UJ Key. Pop. Lima Bean pops him. And HML making a last push here on the... Ooh. Drops one. That was Zaki 90.
Got him. He's down. Oh, no. No.
Mr. Moneyman goes down. HML now reclaiming the hill. Xbit now lost his buddy, and Xbit goes down. Lima Bean gets another one with Heartbreaker in support. Oh, and they're digging the radio. And the fob is down. That's a moral victory for INS. Let's get a little reset here now that the fob's down. 23 kills for British, 19 kills for INS. That number doesn't look right. There's a lot more British up there, though, so maybe the number is right. There's still about a squad versus a squad. Yep. Now INS have to defend the bridge. And Evan SMA squad has rejoined the fob or the fire base defense for British. And Heartbreaker dies to a grenade.
Oh my god. Oh, HML, please, for the love of God. So sorry. Did I hit you? No, thank God you suck at aiming. There's a map for a reason. I don't know how close you guys were. It was a hip fire.
Is somebody hurt?
I need a medic.
No. We are pushing this hill and we're gonna move south.
Give me the goods.
Close call for a friendly fire there. Ooh, and oh man, looks like we're really close here. Up on the north, John the Bean, along with who's this? Beowulf or Gerwolf, closing on Dwarf, where Dwarf was. Dwarf's still alive. Your boy Chris is still up. And they have like a fire team in support there. Your boy Chris takes some shots at John the Bean. That's kind of amazing. Gerwolf hit that shot while he was falling. Oh, yep, Dwarf's dead.
There's another guy back there. I got the squad lead.
And INS command is gone.
Yeah, he's dead too.
We'll get on the bridge and replace that fob.
Okay. Push it up. Good job.
Taking a look and see who's left here. Looks like 2 or 5 INS remaining. I see Revi and Daruba, Fidelis, Shitty. Yes, that's his name. His name is Shitty. Uh-oh, John the Bean gets knocked out. Or that's Gerwolf. Grenade gets thrown. A little bit short of creeping, but kills John the Bean. Yeah, creeping leading from the front.
My bad. I'm gonna frag out.
Here comes a frag.
You give me 2, I'll run down, place a new radio down. He's about there.
A little short.
I see him moving there.
And he goes down.
Ooh, shit.
Alpha Apple Tart.
Yeah, that sounded
So this is Revy here. Pipe Funk is also coming up the hill to try to help him. And there's also Daruba still up here, leaning around, creeping, coming out first. It's going to run straight up on Daruba here. And British forces on the hill are now trying to resecure the bridge. We're winding it down here. Daruba gets creeping with a nasty flick. I think it's a matter of time for Daruba gets shot here by Kahuna. Oh, maybe not. I don't think Kahuna has a line of sight. And it forces, this grenade forces Daruba to bandage. There's a Scootaloo slowly coming up and over the hill. Bybee's down. Kahuna is pushing around, but I think INS have lost the bridge to the British. Radio's been replaced on the bridge, and the British go back on the fire base. Scootaloo takes down Daruba, and I think we're down to 2 INS remaining. Kahuna sneaking up on Pipe Funk, and he tries to take some shots at, yep. We maybe, yep, that's it. GG. That was pretty close. 25 kills for insurgents, 34 kills for British. We're going to get the commands in here for a brief interview.
Jesus.
Ask him a question
Good game,
apiece.
guys. Well done. Good game, everyone.
GG.
All right, we're trying to get the commands in here real quick to see if we can ask him a couple questions about the op. Sorry about that. It's just a little confusing. A little bit of disorder here. But you know what? It's all good. That was a lot of fun, I gotta say. Round 2 was a lot closer than I thought it was. Round 2 for INS, that was pretty good. That encirclement and the fact that British had to wait so long, I underestimated how long British had to wait with being able to sort of help in that regard. You know, but not being able to move out when you want to is oof to the nth degree. All right, we got Dwarf and Karma Cut commands for this operation in here. So first of all, I got to start with Dwarf. That encirclement round 2 there. That seemed like it was going your way for the longest time, and you guys were able to take over the hill. Did you just not commit enough forces up there, or were you tied up on the or did you just sort of underestimate how well you were doing? What was your thought process after you took over the hill?
Are you saying after we took over the hill where their main defensive position was?
Or like what was your thought process? How far along did you think you were compared to?
So basically the only thing that was tying us down really was that squad or whatever was in that village north of the bridge. And having one of my squads, Shugart, lead a squad on a flanking mission that ended up getting mostly wiped out. That really is what set us back. Otherwise, by other squads who were able to push the southern fortifications, they did a fantastic job, and just holding them off long enough that I could have 2 guys come in and dig down the fob, dig down the bridge. I thought that was, in my opinion, that was the winning move. Even though we technically lost on kills, I think we still completed the objective.
Yeah, you guys were able to actually complete the objective. But I do have to say, round 1, I kind of liked that plan better. And there were some really cool things that Karma you did in round 1 as INS that I think you could have capitalized on better. One of them was you threw a technical straight at British Main, like almost right off the bat, and it had a hunter seeker hunter seeker lat team. How much? What was sort of your direction for those guys, because they came back in and were able to distract Jive's forces tremendously that were holding the north side of the hill there. What was your main direction to those guys?
Mainly they were set to ambush any incoming reinforcements. Unfortunately, I think the trans vehicles took the off-road, which is a smarter choice there. But yeah, that main push there off the bat with the technicals was just mainly just to get recon down and find out where they put the fob. I think looking back, a better option would have been to just use them as V-bids. But yeah, we tried to use them as HMGs. It was okay.
You know what? I'm personally surprised none of you guys just parked 2 Dishka technicals on the top of a hill and just shot the fob to death, because I halfway definitely expected you to do it, Karma. I don't know about Dorp. I expected someone to just destroy the fob with Dishkas at long range, because I'm pretty sure you could do that.
I don't think the 50 cal can pen it anymore. It used to. I think it's just 14.5 and above, or 30 mil and above.
It's another V12 thing. Oh, good. Well, anyway, thanks guys for answering a couple questions for me. Appreciate it. That was Dorf and Karma, our commands for Wicked Bridges tonight. And if you guys want to follow us for more streams, we do these streams 3 times a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You guys can follow twitch.tv/squadops, and that is where you can get notifications when we go live, but also all the information you need to know about when operations are and how to join them. Squadops.gg. Look at our calendar, sign up for basic, join the community, and join our Discord. Well, you do that before you join the community. But anyway, I digress. For Barton, I am Bcarr. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.